Welcome. It's Barbara Belmont again, and I am a holistic stress reduction practitioner. I use a variety of energy healing methods, including EFT, the emotion code, body code, and now the belief code. And this is a demonstration that I'm going to, and this is going to be on my connection with a particular person that I would like to improve. So a lot of my clients are working on they want to improve their relationships. So, and we use a variety of things to do that, but we use the emotion code, the body code, and now the belief code. So the belief code is basically discovering and identifying a faulty belief system that you have that's connected to your issue. And then we use the emotion code and body code, releasing those imbalances that go along with it. So all the emotion code, body code, and belief code, please go to discoverhealing.com. This modalities were created and designed by Dr. Bradley Nelson. That's who trained me through the discoverhealing.com. So please go to there to check out anything that if you want more information or you want training. The other thing is, in our training to work with people, we work with people from long distances. Sometimes I work for people throughout all over the world. And one of the things we use is muscle testing. And again, go to discoverhealing.com, but it's like dowsing. Have you ever heard of dowsing? And we can do this on ourselves. And now I'm going to use it today with ring on ring, something like that, to get my answers. This is like a strong yes. This is a no. And I'm going to be talking to my subconscious. We have basically found that by talking to your subconscious this way, a lot of chiropractors use this as well. And with the arms and stuff to see, because your subconscious is talking through that. Anyway, so I'm going to be working on relationship with a particular person. Now, in the body code, I have one of the things I've done is to help people in figuring out what their connection with a person, as well as what their nurturing mode is, as well as their conflict. A lot of times, if you have a conflict with somebody, your conflict mode is high. So I'm going to test myself on this. I'm thinking of this particular person. I don't have to reveal who that is. And so I'm going to test myself on connection mode and isolation. Okay. All right. So I'm always grateful and thankful to be doing these videos, as well as when I'm doing a session on myself, as well as anyone else. All right. I'm always connected to my healing team, and I always want to give thanks for that. Okay. So what's my connection mode with this person? Is it more than 50%? Yes. 60%. 70. No, between 60 and 70. 60, 61, 62, 65%. And so my overall vibration needs to be just right to connect with this person. And we measure this. So then I also do stagnant mode, which means is basically where it's not going anywhere And then the other one is isolation, which is in the opposite direction of connection. So my stagnant mode, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's like 10%. And the whole idea here is these add up to 100%. And so with the 10% and 65, it's now 25% in isolation. And at the end, I'm going to be going back after I do the session, and then you'll see the difference in these numbers. And then, of course, I will, when I see this person or talk to this person, I'm going to be just noticing in regards to this person. Excuse me. All right. Then I also want to do what's called nurture mode. again, stagnant, and then conflict, which I mentioned earlier. Excuse me. Yes. All right. Nurture mode, is that more than 50? Yes, 60. So it's 80% stagnant, 6, and my conflict, because again, these have to add up to 100%. And our goal here, so now the conflict mode is 14%. Thanks for going through that exercise with me. When we do it for the first time, it's always a little strange, but those are the numbers of in regards to this person, and I want to improve my relationship with this person who's an acquaintance. And therefore, okay, so here we go. So now we have the numbers. Now I'm going to ask, do I have a faulty belief system that's involved in this? Yes. So it's basic, split, parallel. This is called tangled. And I've done tangleds before on these videos. So this means we have a shared negative program, a shared limiting belief, faulty core belief 1, faulty core belief 2, faulty core identity 1, and then 2. So let me share the screen and I'll show you. See if I can share. Okay. I hope you can see that. Yes. All right, good. I can see it on the screen and I can see myself. Okay, so that's working. All right, so my shared negative program, but I want to go into, what did I say? Tangled. All right. So remember, the belief system that shares the same negative programs and limiting beliefs, but has differing faulty core beliefs. And if I have identity, faulty core identity, there should be 2. Sometimes it's very rare, but this is an exception. It would be a shared, and I came across one a month ago. So that's the tangle. So I want to know what this shared negative program is. All right, so is that on the left side? No, it's survival. Codependency. Affecting these areas. Every one of these, which I love, it gives these wherever we're in, it gives you the relationships, and it's very interesting to see all these. And again, we're talking about the faulty beliefs here. And a belief is a subjective view held by the subconscious mind that something is true or false, right or wrong, and is the filter through which life is viewed and experienced. Beliefs represent a broad and absolute truth created by self-conclusion, suggestion, or inheritance. So it's on every one of these in my app here. So I can read it over and over, explain it. This is in section 4. So again, we're looking for a shared negative program. Okay, number 2, I need to change others. I can see that. Okay. Shared limiting belief is what I'm looking at again on the next. Survival. Worth. Again, you know, it's saying the same things here because it's in the safety category. This is in section 4. Okay. 2, 6. Ah, is it in section 4? Yes. It's, is this inherited? Because I was getting a total no on any of that, so, so I know that's inherited. Okay, I am wrong. Right. Okay. Faulty core belief 1. Remember, there's 2 in this tangled belief system. The first 2 were shared, and now we're the faulty core belief 1. Survival. That category. All right. Section 3. So it's an even 2, 4, 6, 8. I am not important enough to have my needs met. Right. And now I'm going to look for the faulty core belief number 2. Again, in survival. Self-worth or worth. 2. This is in section 4. I constantly need to prove myself. And I just realized in the inherited, I need to determine, is that from my father? This is from my mother. And did she inherit it? No. So it started with my mother. She had that faulty core belief and passed it to me. Now, did I pass that to my child? No. Okay. Because I always check on those as well. We release it for everybody, wherever they are. All right, faulty. Do I have a faulty core identity? And it's interesting. I don't. So I don't have the faulty core identity 1 or 2. Okay. Sometimes we have them and sometimes we don't. So now I want to know, do I have trapped emotions? And I do. Just go over here, emotion code chart. So what's coming up is panic. Okay. So ready. Is there anything else we need to know? No. Anything associated? No. So I'm just going to release this panic easily and gently and completely. That's my intention. Okay. Any other trapped emotions? No. And now then, those who've been following here or know this and are doing this themselves know that we go to the body code then. Any other imbalances? Left side, yeah, energy, which is the most common, by the way. Post-traumatic. And I find physical trauma is common. Right. So the physical trauma energy is a vibrational frequency that became stuck in my body during intense trauma that is physically shocking or stressful. Normally, we process and release these automatically, but it could become stuck if it was quite extreme, very extreme, or if the body is already imbalanced in some way. And it could be from any of these types of trauma energies. And do I need to know more about it? I don't. Anything associated? No. So sometimes, and the reason why I'm asking that, sometimes you have an associated imbalance, like a trapped emotion or other matters that you have to release first before you can release the original. Because there's always, many times it's associations. It's all connected to that physical trauma, but today we don't. All right, releasing physical trauma easily. Yep. Okay. Any other imbalance? Yes. Where is it going? I don't know. Let's see. Right. So I have a misalignment, and these misalignments are very interesting. You can have these misalignments in your tissues, your bones. So it's in one of my meridians. Any of my no, it's in one of the extraordinary meridian. Okay. So we have a left and right side here. On the right, girdle. Okay. All right, so we have a whole, the meridians are all explained. They're a concept of ancient Chinese medicine and can be thought as the energy network of the body. I usually talk about like the energy rivers of the body. Okay. So, and I can explain all of this and read them, but I'd like you to just read it through. Just know if you have any questions on meridians, please contact me. All right. So, but I want to find out, where is this girdle meridian? So, and it begins at the underside of my ribs, continuing down to encircle the waist horizontally, connecting all the leg meridians. And it's responsible for all of this here. Energy flow balance between the upper and lower body, binds yin and yang, qi and blood circulation in the legs, supports lower back. And then it's paired with this. You can read it. I'm not going to embarrass myself by mispronouncing it. Other associations in those, and then symptoms of an imbalance can be any one of these or more. Okay. And I can tell you, I've been having with on my left side, my left leg. So let's just see where this takes us today. All right. Is it on the left side? No, it's on the right side. Isn't that funny? I was thinking it's to do with that, but anything associated with that? Yes. So we have an associated imbalance. You could have one or more. And so with that, I just go back up here. What are the associated imbalances to the girdle meridian? Energy. Emotional. It's what's called a compound. And these are 2 or 3 emotions that have kind of made a compound. Left, right. So I have an absorbed emotional compound. And let's see, is that 2? No, that's 3 emotions. And I've absorbed it from another person. And as the explanation is, on rare occasions, one person may trap the emotional energy of another person if the latter is feeling these emotions in a powerful way. An absorbed emotional compound is a type of trapped energy that is similar to the absorbed trapped emotion, but instead of one pure emotional frequency, there are 2 or occasionally 3 that are blended together. that were absorbed by from another person. I like to compare it as like you mixing the paints all together and you're getting a new color. Okay. And if you look further here, emotions are more likely to be absorbed if the emotions resonate with your own imbalances or the energy of the emotions is overwhelming to you in some way. We're going to look in the chart to see where these are. Okay. This is a lack of control. All right. But there's two, is that their own lack of control? No, it's something that's like when somebody else has done something and you have no control over it. That's what this explanation is. Okay, what's the second? It's going taking me to B6. This is shock. Trying now the third one and back to B. It's in an even row. So is that 6, 4? No, it's taking me up to 2. So either, yeah, this is hopelessness. Do I need to know who I absorbed this from? I don't. I can certainly get curious and ask if it's a male, female, what age was I, things like that, but I don't really need to know. My subconscious says, you don't really need to know. What's important is to release this. Anything else that we need to know? No. Anything associated? No. So I just back to all right, just follow the directions on what it is, but it's our intention is to release this absorbed emotional compound of lack of control, shock, and hopelessness. Now I'm yawning, which I find is always a good sign. Energy's moving around, and I'm noticing my neck. I'm moving my neck, and it's cracking. So that's good to me. Feels good. Any other imbalances that are contributing to this girdle meridian? No. So what I'm going to do, I'll go back to the girdle meridian. And I'll just basically, or my intention is to realign this meridian. All right. My intention is to realign the girdle meridian on the right side. Excellent. All right. Now, that feels good. All right. Any other imbalances? No. So we've cleared up the energy, all these imbalances that are giving these beliefs power. And now I go back and I release the imbalances, the beliefs, the faulty beliefs. I need to change others, releasing this inherited. I am wrong. Which is 10 swipes instead of 3, releasing I am not important enough to have my needs met. And I constantly need to prove myself. Okay, so we've done that part of the protocol. You want to call it. There's always steps like what's the first thing we do? What's the second that we do? And so next is, there's always a subconscious gap, and we need to either mend that gap or make an intention to release that gap, or do I need replacements? So today it's just mending, I'm just going to mend the gap. You can call it many different ways. So what we're doing is just our intention is to remove the subconscious gap, which if you look down the intention, I just swipe 3 times. My intention is to remove the subconscious gap. And I'm yawning. Good sign. All right, so I mended that. And I'm just curious how many days, 5 days of processing and integration. And during that time, drink plenty of water, rest. If I feel tired, I can take a warm shower or use Epsom salts. That really kind of helps this. But I usually find that, and with some people, they do have afterwards because your energy is shifted and it has to rebalance itself, so to speak, or integrate processing symptoms, and tiredness can be one of those. So let me stop this share. And now I want to go back because what's the most important thing, because I had started at the very beginning in regards to my connection mode, is at 65. It's at more than 65. Yeah, more than 70. Interesting. So that's gone from 65% to 85% of my connection with this person. Stagnant. Is that still 10? No. So it's 5%. And then my isolation mode, which is the opposite of connection mode, is 10%. And so that decreased from a 25% down to 10%. So those are good numbers. And then what I'm going to be doing is just noticing in regards to this person, our relationship. As I said, I would like to improve it. All right, now I'm looking for the nurture mode. All right, so is that still 80? No, more than 80, more than 90. 93%. So it's raised up there. Okay. Is my stagnant mode is 6? No. So that's down to 0. And so then that means my conflict, I've reduced the conflict with this person from 14% to 7%. And it's true. It's like we have a difference of opinions, and I think I've taken those to heart, and so I think, but I want to improve that. So she has every right to have an opinion. So do I, and so what I'm looking for is just to be more calm and centered and be able to listen to the other person and be respectful and feel respected at the same time. So this conflict is 7%. All right. So we are done with those modes. I know that's the first time I've explained that or put that out to you. I do have a whole, when somebody works with me in regards to the relationship, and it can be with their family, with anyone in their life, we can do the connect the modes, see where they're at with that person. And then we do session. And now that we have the belief code, we're looking for those beliefs that are underlying it, which it's like the missing link in this type of modality. So this is where it's at. And if you have a relationship issue or any issue that's very stressful for you, contact me at www.barbaraebelmont.com. Send me a message on this from my website. We can connect. I always do these in person, in that we do them online. I need to know who you are. You need to be able to ask me questions. I don't set sessions up where people just sign up for sessions without me knowing who you are. I work differently. I more personal, and I want to know what's going on, and I want to find out and see if I can help you. And if there's been times where I don't think I'm the right person for that person, so I refer them to someone else who's more appropriate. So thank you so much, and I hope you like this video. And please send me a message if you need to, and if you want to comment. I really love your comments. So have a wonderful day. Blessed be.